What's up, you guys? It's early morning, and as you can see, this place is still really messy, and there's just like all kinds of stuff everywhere, like furniture. There's a bunch of stuff I'm gonna return to like Walmart and Amazon and things like that, and there's this bunch of stuff that I'm packing, like my shoes and all these things. Basically, what I'm doing is packing my things, setting up this place so I can get it rented out. And it's a little harder than setting up a place that you're not living in because there's just so much of my stuff everywhere and it's so unorganized. And actually, what I've been doing is not even cleaning and packing as much as really just organizing and like mentally trying to figure out like where everything goes and like, do I need this? Do I need that? Am I gonna need this? And then also packing for myself, like not only packing to move my stuff, but like packing like, okay, what am I gonna need for this next chapter, because I'll be nomadic for a while until I find the next, the third property. So what do I need for this nomadic period? Like if I'm gonna be indefinitely only with one backpack, what are the things? And it's like a little bit like, oh my God, like if you can only have one backpack for the next year and you can only have like a few things, like what few things would you choose? It's like so hard to decide. So that's basically where I am right now. I actually tried to do it like years ago, actually when I started this channel, because I didn't have anything else to do and I didn't want to pay for rent because it was so expensive in the places I was living in. So I was like, oh, it's cheaper to just stay at a hostel. Then I did that and it was not as fun as I expected because I just kept getting sick. And I took a really big suitcase, and I think that was a very big mistake, lugging a big suitcase. And part of the reason why I had to do that was because the climates I was in were like going from very hot to very cold, you know what I mean? So I needed 2 sets of weather clothing, and then also because I was going from, I was going not only different climates and different experiences and activities, but also I was like going to like a few formal things as well, because I was taking a class in a business class in Peru, and it was like you needed like formal clothing and high heels. So like all these things, high heels and dresses and blazers, like all these things take up a lot of space. And then books also, so I was taking books. So this is going to be a little bit different than the previous times that I tried to be nomadic, because this is more of like, I have places to put all my stuff. Like, it's not like all the stuff that I have in the world is going to be with me. I have I have a car, I have, properties, I have like storage. And so like, it's just fitting, it's really just a matter of knowing where everything fits. But I don't have to take a lot of things with me this time. And so I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable. The reason why I came to YouTube was not to make money. So that's why I've never really set it up in a way, I've never set up my YouTube channel in a way that was like good for making money, because it wasn't like I had this great idea for a brand and was like, oh, I'm gonna make a brand and like make a whole bunch of money. Like, it wasn't really like that. The fact that I even was making money on YouTube was a surprise for me, like a pleasant surprise. So actually, the thing that I make my money in is real estate, as you guys know. And I always knew that the whole reason for getting into real estate was like, I always knew I wanted to do this thing that would make me money so that I could have time to focus on what I really love to do, which is learning how to do online stuff and YouTube and marketing. Like, I really like this stuff. I just am not, I'm just learning. I'm not at the level that I want to be at. So the thing that I like about real estate is that once the machine's set up and working, I have time to focus on this, which I really like. But I do make money on YouTube, and I did start making money within actually the first 4 months of starting my live streams, which I don't know if anybody remembers. In 2019, I had just gotten out of a relationship, and I was like, feeling lonely and whatever, and I started making these daily live streams where I like 8 o'clock every night, I would just like sit in front of my phone or my webcam on my computer, and it was really bad quality, and I would just like talk for like an hour or something. So yeah, I would just, sometimes it would go longer than an hour, but I would just talk. And that was actually really great for my channel, because if you're, the algorithm really likes long videos. So if you're just talking and talking and talking, and the algorithm also likes consistency. So I was having these long videos, and I was talking every single day, same time, and it's like, that was keeping me stable mentally, because it was giving me this structure and routine, and it was giving me like this network of people that were listening to me. So that was good for me. But then I realized, after 4 months of doing that, my channel became monetized, and then people were able to start sending me super chats while I was doing live stream. It was really cool to start making money from something that I wanted to do anyway. Like, I would do this for free. So when I started doing that, so that I had around 1,000 followers, subscribers, whatever, that was 2019. I had around 1,000 subscribers, and I was doing this like every day. And so when I was doing that in 2019, I was making usually around like anywhere between $300 and $500 a month. And that doesn't sound like a lot of money to people that are like trying to get into a business, but for YouTube that's pretty good, especially if you're like 1,000 subscribers and your content is like mine, where like it's not planned to make money. It's literally just like because I felt like doing it. So yeah, $300 to $500 a month, pretty good. And that's when I realized, like, okay, if I can really figure out this house stuff and really downsize my quality of living, I could do this and make it so that I can survive, but on a budget of like between $300 to $500 a month, then I can, and doesn't matter where in the world it is, then I could survive, and I can just keep doing what I love. And for me, like, survival has always been very difficult, because it's expensive to survive in the US. And especially the cities that I was living in, like, DC, Washington, DC is pretty expensive. And then I ended up getting into the real estate stuff, which saved my ass. That's how I was doing in the beginning, when I was doing every day and I was having super chats and things like that. But the problem is, like, I kept going on and off, and because it wasn't like a set thing and I didn't have a set plan, it was purely like an emotional thing that I was coming on here and pouring out my heart or talking about stuff or feeling like talking about stuff. And also, like, I didn't have a stable place to live, so I wasn't able to be so consistent, because like with live streams, you have to be in one place, like physically, and it has to have really good internet, which I didn't have those two things. One place that I could be in consistently and really good internet. So I wasn't able to do it, and it was frustrating, because like I was living on people's couches, and like you can't live stream on people's couches, and if you do, it's like, and then there were risks, and then there were safety issues. There's just so much has changed since I started, and I've just been like kind of on and off. And that's why, like, I would make videos and I would do well, and then I would like stop doing it. And so, but that's really the most I ever made. I never made more than like $300 to $500 a month from the live, and that was from the live streams. These edited videos, because unless you, and I think now they have like a button where you can donate to the edited videos, but it's not like super chats, because super chats are more engaging, and like your comment goes to the top when you make a comment. Edited videos aren't really like that, and actually, I make probably between $20 and $30 a month from my edited videos. And as someone, the reason why I'm even making this video, someone in the comments, I think it was Wally mentioned, hey, like, how much money do you make from YouTube? Like, I can't imagine it would be so much because you don't have a lot of viewers. And that's true, like, I don't have a lot of viewers, so my ad revenue isn't gonna be so high. But like, I still find this more convenient to do than daily live streams, because the daily live streams, like with these, it doesn't matter where I am or how the Wi-Fi is or what my time is like, or like, I can always make these and schedule it in advance, and it will always keep coming out like at the time that I want it to. The live streams, you just never know, and you have to be, it's like you have to treat it like a job where you show up physically in that place. And for me, the flexibility is more appealing, the flexibility of having edited videos. The rate of $500 a month versus $20 to $30 a month, and you don't even get that money, like, because Google won't send you a check unless it's like more than $100. So like Google will only send me a check now like maybe a couple times a year when the money has like added up in my Google account or whatever. So that's how much I make. It's not, and that's from ad revenue. And then let's see, what else what other revenue would I make from YouTube? I mean, my shop makes money. My shop makes money because people buy my products. I don't really have a consistent number for that yet because the shop is really new. It's only like a couple months old, and I'm still kind of like figuring out how to do it. Although people have been getting their orders, from what I can see in the trackers, like I can see people are getting their orders delivered. So far, nobody has mentioned there being an issue. That's how much I make from YouTube. Ta-da! I hope it was everything you ever dreamed it was. If you don't like YouTube, then don't do it the way that I do it, at least. If you don't like talking in front of a camera. But I will say that there are, after spending a lot of time with YouTube, there are ways to make good money, like satisfying amounts of money. And after spending so much time around other YouTubers and people that do it actually for a living and not just like me because I feel like talking, there's people that make good amounts of money. They're organized, they know what they're doing, and it's not actually that hard. Like, it's not that hard in theory. It's not that complicated. Like, you could, if you wanted to make a lot of money from YouTube, you could, but like, I would say don't bother doing it if you don't like it. Because it's like, it is active income. It's not passive. Like, yeah, it's kind of passive, meaning like, if I were to like schedule if I were to bang out a bunch of videos today and schedule them out for the next year, they would keep coming out and it would be on schedule. Like, it would actually be perfectly on schedule, and I would never have to touch it for like the entire year. I would still get my ad revenue. I would still get my revenue from whatever links there are in the description, the shops. I mean, sometimes I've made money from other ways, like affiliate links. I made money from affiliate links before, like with my real estate stuff. But that's not, I don't do that regularly. The only thing that I do that I promote regularly is my shop. I don't remember what I was saying. I was so tired. I'm just like, I haven't really slept last night because I was so nervous about this trip and like what to plan, what to do. I'm just like in hyperactive mode. And then you can also probably like hire people to make content every day. Like, if you have a system or a plan and you have like a brand that you want it to be around, you can hire people to like shape up your videos and like upload them every day and stuff like that. But it would probably take a lot of money up front and probably not be worth the cost unless the publicity is worth it because you have another business that you're promoting. Like, you have like a consulting business, or you have like some kind of, I don't know what you got that you're gonna try to promote and market. Like, then the YouTube stuff is worth it, and losing money in YouTube is worth it in that case. And so for me, like, I just always wanted to build, in addition to like being able to talk and all that stuff, I always wanted to build a huge marketing platform. Like, I always wanted to have my reach and my name just out there so that in the future, if I ever wanted to sell, because I always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I knew that like, maybe not now because, this isn't what I'm doing, doesn't really need a whole lot of marketing, but in the future, I would want to have a business maybe that is going to require a lot of marketing and advertising, and I would definitely want to do my own advertising. I wouldn't want to like I wouldn't want to be like outsourcing advertising to other people, you know, because like if I could do my own advertising, why not? If I like being out there, if I like being public, like that's what I like doing. That's my hobby. And most people like being private. I like being public. I just always enjoyed having something like a vessel or something that I know in the future, maybe not now, you know, right now I'm not creating a whole lot of viral content. It's really just diary form, you know, and the people that are watching, it's not, it feels a little more exclusive. Like it's not like, it feels more intimate and exclusive. Like it's not the whole world watching this. It's like really just a few people that I know personally, or that somehow, I don't know how, would have found my channel, maybe through my YouTube or my Twitter account or something. Like it's just like a group of people that are kind of regular, more intimate. And so like that's how I like it right now. But I really also always liked the idea of in the future having a platform that I can market like businesses or things that I wanted to do. And sometimes I think like maybe I'll do it on this channel, but maybe I would always want to keep this channel as like exclusive and kind of hidden and intimate. And then just based on what I've learned from doing things with this channel, start new channels that are more like official and businessy and more like clickbait, viral, stuff like that. So maybe I'll do that. And of course I'll share about all of it here with you guys because like I just like doing that. So anyway, that's it. That's my YouTube strategy. Hope it helped. And I hope I get like enough stuff sorted out. Today is going to be a really busy day because not only am I doing this stuff, the other tenants are having issues. So I'm going to be helping them out. People sometimes ask me like why I don't do long-term rentals, like, you know, long-term, like a year lease or 2 years or whatever. The reason why I don't like having that is because I don't want anyone in my rentals that doesn't want to be there. Like it's very important to me that the people that are staying in my rentals are not people that don't want to be there, because usually what happens is like people that don't want to be there and they feel trapped are going to do things with your property that is going to cost you a lot of money and just makes it not worth them being there. That's how I feel. Like I feel like I would much rather not feel worried all the time that there's because it's so easy to find renters, like especially in this economy. If you're an owner, you have the upper hand. It's hard for people to find places to live because it's just so expensive. And so it's just so, especially because I haven't been charging like as high as I could, because right now it's just important for me to just make it. Like I'm not trying to make the most amount of money as possible, but like it's just like these renters, they snatch it up immediately. As soon as I put my thing on the market, immediately it disappears. And I'm like, I'm not advertising this because I don't need to advertise it, you know. Like if you have rentals, you know, right now it's so interesting and weird. Like anything, like as soon as I'll make this property available, like immediately a bunch of people are going to try to snatch it up. And so I would much rather the people that are in there really, really want to be there, and don't feel locked into their lease or locked into their like contract, because like then I'll be worried that they're going to like ruin the property because they're like either vindictive or, you know, maybe not vindictive, but like they're just. So anyway, this video is getting really long. So yeah, I'm gonna go help those people. I'm gonna help them actually leave the place so that a new set of tenants can come in. You know, I don't charge like cancellation fees or anything like that. I just amicably want people to like be where they're happy. And if it's not in my rental, then I don't want like, yeah. I don't want to force anybody to be there, because there's plenty of other business that I can have that is not off the backs of people that are gonna be like kind of not happy with my place. Anyway, that is just like a totally different topic. But thanks for watching these, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to like kick ass today because there's just so much to do. And yeah, excited for the ability to show you this place when it's clean. That's my goal. Dallas. So my car is having issues again, and this is like, I think I'm at risk of like spending more money on repairing this car than I did on actually buying the car itself. And like, I'm so tired of this car. And you know what, when I lived in LA, because you have to drive in LA also, you need a car. And when I lived in LA, I hated having a car also. And then in DC, when my boss, the reason I got this car was because of my boss. When he told me I need a car for the job, I was like, no, I don't want to get a car. And it's like, then I got it. But I'm glad I got it. But just, I hate cars. I hate driving. I hate this. I'm so excited to like not have to deal with this for a while, you know? Just gonna do the bare minimum for my car to be like, okay, and then just gonna like peace out to a place where I don't need a car. Alrighty, we are here at Discount Tires. Let's see what the issue is today. So we figured out what the issue is. It turns out there's a screw in my tire, but I am one of like the 1 in a million people that actually got warranty on my tires, so they're gonna fix it. So it's great, and I'm just gonna chill and work on my laptop a little bit, maybe edit this video while I'm waiting. I'm so stressed out. There's like, you know, I'm getting like acne and I'm like gaining weight and all this like stuff from stress. And it's like, I can't wait for all this stuff to be over. I can't wait for like all the packing to be done, all the cleaning and organizing to be done, car be ready, like issues with the properties be fixed, like everything sorted. Like I can't wait.